You won't ruin your life by missing one day, but you might ruin the person you're becoming. Because discipline doesn't break in a moment, it fades in silence. Just like a clock. It doesn't stop with a sound, it just stops. And by the time you notice, it's already too late. One skipped day becomes a habit. One small delay becomes your story. Watch till the end, because this one might change the way you show up today. Liam had always tried. A new gym plan every January. A promise to himself. This year, I'll be consistent. Week 1, he nailed it. Meal prep, 6 a.m. runs, motivational videos, the whole routine. But then came one bad day. A headache, a cold morning, a long meeting. It's fine. Just one day off. That one day, it always became 2, then 3, then the end. He'd stare at the gym bag by his door, still packed, still hopeful, like it was waiting on someone who wouldn't come. And every time he gave up, he told himself the same thing. I'll start again next Monday. But Mondays came and went, and Liam stayed exactly where he was. One evening, Liam showed up at the gym. No plan, no energy, just guilt. He walked in expecting noise, music, bodies in motion. But the place was empty, except for one man, an old trainer, sweeping the floor, slow, steady, silent. He didn't look up, didn't ask Liam why he was late, didn't mention how many days he'd missed. He just said, "People think discipline breaks with big failures." A pause, but really, it slips away in silence. Then, he handed Liam the mop. "Come tomorrow, 6 a.m., no excuses. Just start with this." No lecture, no motivation, just an invitation to earn his way back, one sweep at a time. The next morning, Liam showed up, quiet, unsure. The trainer didn't say much. He just walked over, reached into a small drawer, and pulled out an old pocket watch. The glass was scratched, the hands moved slow, but it was still ticking. He held it out, didn't explain, just looked at Liam and said, "Discipline isn't loud. It doesn't shine. It doesn't ask to be noticed." A pause. Then he closed the watch, put it back, and walked away. Liam didn't say a word, but something had already started moving inside him. Maybe discipline is just the quiet promise you keep when no one's watching. 6 a.m. The gym was still dark, but Liam showed up every morning. He didn't talk, didn't scroll, just picked up the mop and started. He wiped the same floor every day, same motion, same silence. Some mornings it rained, hard, but he came anyway, shoes soaked, eyes clear. No one noticed, no one praised, but something was shifting. Not outside, inside. One morning, as sunlight slipped through the windows, Liam looked up and realized he was no longer waiting for motivation. He was no longer asking why. He had become the kind of man who just shows up. Weeks passed. No one really noticed him, but the floor was always clean. The lights turned on earlier than usual, and somehow the gym felt quieter, like it was breathing deeper. Then one morning, a young guy, new to the gym, walked up to Liam. He looked at the mop, then at Liam's steady eyes. "Are you the trainer's son?" he asked. Liam paused, smiled, didn't answer, because for the first time, he wasn't trying to prove anything. He wasn't chasing a goal. He was just living the kind of life he used to admire from afar. He didn't become someone better, he became someone real. Most people wait for a sign, a breakthrough, a loud moment that says, now is the time. But real change doesn't sound like that. It doesn't shout. It ticks, like an old clock in the corner of the room, ignored but never broken. One day missed feels small, but it's not about that day. It's about what that day says, about who you are. Because every time you show up, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. Discipline isn't about one day changing everything. It's about one day changing you. Clocks don't stop with a crash. They stop quietly, not because someone broke them, but because no one remembered to keep them going. Discipline is the same. It doesn't end with a failure. It fades with a whisper. Just one day, just this once. But every skipped day isn't just time lost. It's alignment lost. It's a small shift that changes who you are, just enough to move you further from who you could be. And maybe that's the real danger. Not losing time, but losing the version of you who showed up, even when it didn't make sense. One ordinary day won't change your life, but it will change who you're becoming. So maybe today won't feel special. You'll still wake up tired. The sky might still be gray. No one will notice if you show up or if you don't. But what if you noticed? What if today was the quiet vote for the life you've been hoping for? Not the loud win, just the quiet step forward. Because someone out there is waiting for their own day to begin. And maybe your story is what keeps their clock ticking. Thank you for spending this time with us. Maybe it wasn't perfect. Maybe it didn't solve everything. But if even one moment stayed with you, let it stay. And if you feel like someone else might need this silence, this story, pass it on. Because sometimes you are the reminder someone didn't know they needed. You've been listening to a story, inspirational story. We'll see you again in the next quiet moment that just might change everything.